Okay, so let's just unpack this right away. Managing a real estate transaction today is, well, it's basically like running a high-stakes digital relay race.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone is moving so fast.
Right, you're passing documents back and forth, passing signatures, and then eventually you're passing the money. And right at the exact moment you pass that baton, the money or the data is exactly when these invisible digital tripwires are set up to just take you down.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking at today.
So welcome to the topic today. If you are a Colorado real estate broker looking to stay ahead of the curve, we are mapping out exactly where those tripwires are hidden. Our discussion today pulls from a bunch of different industry sources, including technology firms, associations, brokerage firms, and even real estate educators.
Right, getting that broad perspective is so important.
Exactly. And the whole mission of our discussion is to figure out how you navigate this digital minefield. We want to ensure you advocate for your clients in the best way possible, all while practicing really solid data security techniques yourself.
Yeah, and to give some context here, the real estate sector has become a massive target just because the entire transaction process lives online now. But we are keeping this entirely focused on digital security.
Right. No broken windows today.
Exactly. No physical lockboxes or property damage. We're talking strictly about protecting the digital keys and your client data. And to really grasp the threat, we have to look at how scammers have evolved.
Because it's not what it used to be.
Right. Not at all. I mean, the days of obvious typos and terrible grammar in an email asking for a wire transfer, that's practically ancient history. They've moved on to just flawless digital deception.
Lawless.
It's all powered by AI now.
Which brings us to the first really scary point. Looking at the data, deepfake scams are up 40% year over year.
40%? Wow.
Yeah, and the mechanics of it are what genuinely terrified me. A scammer only needs like a 3-second audio clip from social media or a voicemail to perfectly clone a voice. Just 3 seconds.
Yeah, it used to take hours of clean studio audio to do that, but now the AI is so efficient at mapping your phonetic quirks, the cadence, everything.
So they just scrape a quick TikTok property tour or an Instagram reel.
Exactly. They feed it into a tool and suddenly they have a digital puppet of you. They just type out whatever script they want.
So wait, you're sitting at your desk, your phone rings, and it sounds exactly like your client on the other end.
Completely normal tone, yes.
Just casually asking you to update the routing number for their earnest money deposit.
And your brain just lowers its guard immediately because you recognize the voice. It's instant emotional manipulation, but it actually goes way beyond just voice cloning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, criminal organizations are using AI to create what are called synthetic personas.
Synthetic personas. Okay, what is that?
Well, instead of stealing a real person's identity, which, triggers fraud alerts, they just fabricate a completely fake buyer from scratch.
Wait, a totally fake person.
A completely fake human. They generate a fabricated credit history, a detailed employment record, and even AI-generated social media profiles of them on vacation, just in case you try to Google them.
Okay, wait, let me push back on this for a second. If these fake buyers aren't actual humans, and they obviously aren't bringing real money to buy a house, what is the point?
The point isn't the house.
Right, like, why set up an elaborate fake persona to make an offer? Are they just trying to tie up the market?
No. They are buying a position on the inside of the transaction perimeter.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Once you accept an offer from this synthetic buyer, they are in the trusted communication loop. They get the real emails from the title company. They see the exact disclosure documents, the timeline for closing.
So they basically get the playbook.
Exactly. And from there, they can manipulate the transaction. They might spoof the escrow officer and trick the real seller into wiring concessions to a fraudulent account.
So it's basically an elaborate Trojan horse just to get inside the email chain. That makes so much sense. And that actually connects directly to that other tactic we found in the sources, the one that sounded so weird at first.
Oh, the great Zoom scam.
Yes, the great Zoom scam. So scammers are mass emailing agents with these incredibly vague requests for a Zoom meeting. No property details, disposable emails, just really generic stuff.
Yeah, it's classic reconnaissance. They are just phishing.
But again, this sounded weird to me. If the goal is a digital scam, why schedule a live video call? It's like building a fake store just to steal the cashier's keys. Why set up a meeting they're obviously never going to attend?
Right, well, because the meeting is just an illusion. They're never turning on a camera.
So what's the hook?
The hook is everything that happens before the meeting. They'll send you a link claiming you need to complete some sort of identity verification step to confirm your Zoom account, Or they'll say their corporate firewall requires you to log in
Right,
first.
and that link is just a trap.
Exactly. It's a credential harvesting tool. You click it, it looks exactly like your MLS portal or your brokerage login. You type your password, and boom, they have your keys.
Wow. Or they send an attachment, right?
Yeah, a meeting agenda or something that secretly installs malware when you open it. They are just filtering for agents who move fast and open things without checking.
So they use the fake Zoom to steal your logins. Which brings us to the real prize in this whole digital relay race, the wire transfer.
The wire transfer is the ultimate goal, yes.
Because once they have those digital keys, or they're just peeking through your digital windows, monitoring your emails, they move to hijack the actual money.
And the numbers on this are staggering. In 2024, Americans lost $16.6 billion to real estate fraud.
Wait, 16 billion? With a B?
With a B, and wire fraud is the fastest growing part of that. Victims are losing an average of more than $70,000 a pop.
$70,000 just vanishing in a keystroke. I mean, that's a family's down payment they saved for years.
It is devastating. And the main way they do this is through business email compromise, or BEC.
Right, BEC.
And it's not a quick smash and grab, it's a long con.
Yeah.
Once they get into an email account, maybe through that Zoom scam we talked about, they don't do anything at first. They just sit there.
They just lurk in the inbox.
Exactly. They set up forwarding rules. They monitor the transaction for weeks, learning how you talk, tracking the closing timeline.
They wait for that exact moment of maximum stress right before closing.
Yes, that's when they strike. They send updated wire instructions from an email that's off by maybe just one single letter.
Which is so hard to spot on a phone.
Eh.
But here's where it gets really interesting to me. The sources mention this new Gmail alias phishing thing.
Oh, yeah, this is brutal.
It's like a thief wearing a perfect official police uniform.
Ah.
Scammers are exploiting a Gmail alias feature to send fake security alerts that actually come from a legitimate Google address.
Right, like no reply at accounts.google.com.
Exactly. And it directs you to a site's .google.com forward link to steal your passwords. Because it uses real Google domains, it totally bypasses spam filters.
Yeah, your email security sees the official Google domain and just flags it as safe.
So if the email looks identical and literally comes from a real domain, how on earth is a broker supposed to spot the fake in the middle of a stressful closing?
You can't. Not visually, anyway. Scammers rely on manipulating human psychology now. They weaponize urgency. If a buyer thinks they're going to lose the house if they don't wire funds immediately, their critical thinking just shuts down.
So you can't just rely on looking closely anymore.
No. Defending against this requires a strict behavioral shift. You have to change how you handle data entirely.
Okay, so since the digital disguises are basically perfect, let's get into the actionable playbook for Colorado brokers. How do we actually keep client data safe?
Well, it starts with cutting out high-risk behavior immediately. The absolute first rule. Stop opening unknown documents.
Oh, definitely. Like those fake meeting agendas?
Exactly. If you don't know what it is or you weren't expecting it, do not open it.
Okay, what else?
Clicking links randomly in random emails received from random email addresses or texts, just don't do it.
Even if it looks like it's from a title company.
Especially then. If you weren't expecting a link, navigate to the portal manually. And the third major high-risk thing is automatically scanning QR codes if you don't understand the source.
Oh man, the QR codes, people put them on physical flyers at open houses, right?
Yes, or in emails. It bypasses text filters because it's an image. You scan it, and it takes your phone right to a fake login page to steal your credentials while you're distracted.
Okay, so no unknown documents, no random links, no random QR codes. So what is the safer approach?
The golden rule is call to confirm the sender sent it.
Call them on the phone.
Yes, but you never use the number in the suspicious email. You pick up the phone and use the trusted known number you already had on file for that client or title officer.
I love that. Basically, if you don't know, you don't open.
Exactly. If you don't know, you don't open. You just stop the transaction until you can verbally verify.
And the sources mentioned setting up a verification code word with clients, which I think is just brilliant.
It is incredibly effective. At the start of the relationship, you just agree on a specific word. Anytime financial instructions change or someone calls asking for money, they have to provide that code word.
So even if the scammer uses an AI voice clone of you, they don't know the code word.
Right. The client asks for the word, the scammer doesn't have it, and the illusion is instantly broken.
It totally neutralizes the tech advantage. And of course, you never confirm wire instructions via email alone.
Never. Always use a known phone number.
Um,
And you really need to be using two-factor authentication or 2FA for all your accounts.
because even if they get your password, they can't get in without the code on your phone.
Exactly. It's a non-negotiable structural defense.
So looking at all this, the code words, the offline phone calls, the authenticator apps, what does this mean for a broker's routine? Do you have to become this paranoid cyber sleuth just to sell a house?
No, not at all. And framing it as paranoia is actually the wrong way to look at it. It's about establishing a professional standard of care.
A standard of care. I like that.
Yeah, by hardwiring these safe approaches into your workflow, you take the emotion and the urgency out of it. Like slowing down is the security protocol.
Right. You just make security a reflex.
Exactly.
Okay. So to summarize for you listening today, while AI voice cloning and the Great Zoom scam and Gmail phishing sound completely terrifying, the defense is actually remarkably straightforward.
It really is. It's just relying on safe approaches.
Don't open unknown documents, don't click random links. If you don't know, you don't open, and always verify by phone. Because as a Colorado broker, your value isn't just finding the perfect property anymore.
No, it's being the secure, unshakable guardian of your client's data.
Beautifully said.
Critical thinking is really your best firewall against all this information overload and digital deception.
Critical thinking is a firewall. I love that. And that actually brings me to a final thought I want to leave you with today to just sort of mull over.
Oh, let's hear it.
So, as AI makes it basically impossible to trust our own eyes and ears online, what if the future of real estate isn't just about property valuation, but digital identity valuation?
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. Imagine a future where the most sought-after brokers are the ones who can cryptographically guarantee a scam-free transaction. The ones who can definitively prove everyone is exactly who they say they are.
That would be a massive competitive advantage.
I think so too. But until that day comes, keep those code words handy and stay safe out there.